What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. After Sound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here on this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning, so come by and say hello. All right, guys. Well, we now have the final print rate for Vruz because that ended on the last maintenance window a couple days ago. So you can see here that the 520 million SPS that was staked was nowhere near the amount that of total BCX that was printed. So we have 373,000 out of that 520,000 that were eligible during that snapshot. And then if we look at this and break it down, it's about 355,000 regular and then 17,000 gold. So I just want to give some final print rate numbers for what we can expect both at the max level and then maybe at the gold level, because to me that's really where the card shines. Obviously at silver, Vruz does get martyr, and I think that is valuable again for 2 mana and dragon. He's playable with a lot of the other martyr cards out there, including the neutral one, right? So there's opportunity to have like 3 martyrs in a single battle, which could be kind of crazy. So let's just run some quick numbers here. So if we look at the regular circulating, we have 355,760. That is the max, right? So there's only 164,000 cards in circulation at this point because we've burned a ton. I shouldn't say burn. We've combined a ton. Although somebody did burn one. Why? Why would you burn a Vruz? Just for the hell of it. Okay, so we divide that by 400. So there can be a total of 889 maxed regular foil copies. And then if we take that number, let's multiply it back by the 400 and then divide it by the maxed for gold, 220. You can see that there's only 1,600 gold level. Now, I personally have a gold one. I'm happy with it where it's at. Obviously, at the higher levels, you get that extra speed and true strike if you max it out. But for me, that's kind of like double the investment. And we're seeing Vruz hold a solid value at like 50 cents. So for anybody that did not claim it, if they had the ability to, it just doesn't make sense because, you could get, at the time, you could get a voucher for like 11, 12 cents and then go sell them on the market for 50 cents. I mean, you could sell them for a half price, double your investment while undercutting the market, right? So it's like, to me, it was a no-brainer. So I just feel like everybody who could have gotten Vruz should have gotten Vruz, but at this point, there are probably a lot of accounts that had less than 1,000 SPS staked. I know that some of my alt accounts are similar to that, so are in that position. So if we go now to the gold BCX, there's 17,255. And let's divide this by 38. That is the maxed amount for gold foil. So we can have 454. Which is, yeah, man, there's not very many Vruz out there. And then, forgive me, because I forgot the amount for a max gold. So I actually did want to go here and check out Vruz. So let's see here. I want to see the card. Oh, yeah, so it's still holding well at 60 cents. Or, sorry, 52 cents. So 20 is the amount. Oh, my guess would have been right. Times 38, so we'll divide that by 20. So there can be 800 of them in gold level. But again, that makes me think I should have just gotten a gold one. But the price difference, I'm sure, is very significant. So right now, you can grab him for $7.97 at the gold level. You can grab him for $7.27, I guess, is the level 3 BCX, but you don't get the benefit of gold. So I'm surprised that those numbers are holding well. But if you want to get the single BCX, it's 52 cents per BCX. So far, I mean, to me, has the card been amazing? Have I been using it a ton? I can't say that I have, mainly because a lot of the times that I will reach for Dragon, it's to get those bigger, higher mana monsters into the game. But I am wanting to create a better kind of dragon team overall that can compete with the smaller mana games. It's just the only summoner that I have that's max level is Quix the Devious. And while Quix is great, there's a lot of times where if I'm going to go small ball, do a lot of like sneak attack, I would rather go with someone like a Lux Vega or Kelia, right? Just because you get that extra armor in there. So it makes me think that maybe like one of the investments I should make, again, not necessarily to buy the card, but I should look at renting. So I'm going to do this right here on the spot. Is this dude, Drake of Arnak? Because I'm very curious to know. He's probably an I don't want to say undervalued summoner. I mean, you can get a max copy for 120 DEC. So I don't know. To me, that's not terrible. You rent them for the season, and there's no max copies available. So again, just trying to think through what potential options would be for me to utilize Vruz more. But at this point in time, he's been awesome. He's been awesome in very specific rule sets. So I do want to say that it's not that it's not that I don't think he's great. In fact, I think he's quite good in many specific rule sets, mainly because of the martyr ability. Right? Obviously the sneak attack and the speed are great. True Strike is fun, but at the same time, like, if I have a speed of 6, most of the time he's not going to miss. He's going to be one of the fastest monsters on on there. So to me, I really enjoy having him. And then it's the Thorns rule sets, Poison, and Earthquake rule sets that I really like having him around, because then I can easily position him in specific spots to help or benefit other monsters that will do better in that rule set. So again, it just depends on the mana, but I personally like lower mana games. I know people want more higher mana games, and I'm not saying that we shouldn't have more higher mana games, but people tend to like hate on lower mana games in favor of higher mana games. And I just think the meta across the board is great from 12 mana up to 99, right? So obviously there's cards that have use cases all across the board, and I think Vruz is probably one of the better cards. Now, what's great about him is if I do go for that sneak attack, it's not just him on the Dragon team, but Dampier Infiltrator, who I will pair him up with a lot. Dampier Infiltrator, and then if I'm going with a life team, I'll use Stitch Leech. If I'm going with a water team, I will go with Pellicore Bandit. So lots of fun, lots of opportunity, lots of versatility. Again, for 2 mana, I really like it, but I can't say that it's like I use it all the time. Granted, it is a dragon card and not neutral, so it is what it is. But that is all I have for you guys in this video. Let me know your thoughts. I am very curious to know, how are you feeling about Vruz? Has he been good for you, bad for you? What level are you playing with? What level do you find value for him in? Because again, even at the silver level, getting that martyr is huge in my opinion, right? So getting that level is pretty good. So I just want to know how it's feeling across the board, and if the print rate, as we outlined here, is something that will spur you to make sure that you max him out sooner rather than later, considering that he is one of the more rare promo cards in the in the ecosystem right now. So that is all I have for you guys. Have an amazing rest of your day. I'll catch you all in the next video and see you around the game. Take care.